Hi, it's Peter here from the festival team again, and I'm here with Emma Stannard and Dean Kilbey, who are the cast of our smash hit Manfish, which played last night at the festival. How are you?
We're very well. I'm excited to be here. I couldn't make it yesterday. I'm very, very sorry, but I'm here. I got on that motorway regardless. So yeah, hubby slung the kids in bed. I was like, Mummy's going. She's got someone to represent. So yes.
I'm also. Oh yes, sorry.
So Dean, yeah, you were here last night for the big screening, the sold-out screening, over 250 tickets. What was it like to see Manfish on the big screen and get such a great reaction from the film?
It was quite a proud moment, actually, to be honest. No, I mean, to hear it, people laughing so much, you just think, God, that's why you do it. You want to get a reaction like that, you know. And especially coming out, people saying it's funny, but it's also sad. You know, it's just nice to hear everything that you want it to be. It is. If that makes any kind of sense.
Absolutely.
But and everyone said it's because everyone in it, obviously Emma, amazing, that it works because we're all doing as much as we can, making it. But actually, so serious in a silly situation that it makes it kind of believable. I don't know how it's believable, but it kind of is, isn't it? It is. You know, people care about. They hate you because you're so good at it. So good at being horrible, they hate her. They're still laughing at her because you can't help but laugh.
Yeah.
And Manfish and Terry, they go, I kind of want them to get together now. Because you just do, you know. So it's clever. You know?
You two are so great together. Am I right in thinking you've not actually worked together before this film?
No, I mean, this will be our last
I was
time.
going to say that's it for us. But,
that was one of my questions.
To get it done once.
We did click.
Yeah, how did you click? How did you click on set?
Zoom. Even on Zoom we clicked.
Oh,
remember?
sorry, I don't remember.
Yeah, I remember. I actually heard the click go.
Oh, that was me taking a screenshot.
Oh, sorry. This time. No, we did, and we met the first time. I think we just was like this straight away, talking, having a laugh, a bit of banter. I just thought, this is going to work.
It was lucky because Mark was very clever. He set up a lot of rehearsal time for us. So we had like a good couple of days to kind of settle in, get to know each other and work out where we were first, which is at each other's throats all the time. And then once we get into character, finding that sort of balance between them.
Yeah.
And we had to find all of the stuff that made it real, so you know nobody ever sees them being affectionate towards each other, but there has to be a history of that because otherwise that you wouldn't believe that they would be together. So we'd worked out all of our nice bits.
Yeah, we had a
so that
nice improvisation.
the audience can only see the horrible bits.
Yeah. They must have loved each other once.
Lessons, didn't we? No, we just. Mark would say, right, there's a scene when you were actually in love 10 years ago. How did that scene go? You're having a romantic meal. So we'd done that, and we were different. Yeah. We were different.
Yeah.
And it's like right now. You can't stand, you hate her and she's a bully, and then you just sort of find this character at it, and it just evolved nicely, naturally, you know. Yeah, very proud.
And obviously I got to like smack him on the back of the head, which was brilliant.
Called him lots of horrible names.
Lots of horrible names.
And then we went in the studio and started acting, and carried on from there, didn't it? Really, it never stopped. You didn't know when the camera was rolling, so I was like, I think they cut. You can stop whacking me now.
Yeah.
Was it cut? A bit like that.
Went full method.
Oh yeah.
So Emma, you mentioned Mark Coleman, who's the writer and director. You've worked with him before, I believe.
I've known Mark for a very, very long time. I won't tell you that it's when we used to work at a theme park together.
No, don't
I won't
mention that.
tell you that it's when we used to do really bizarre comedy sketch on like sticky floor bars in Hoxton.
Don't say that.
Either. We've just been friends for a very long time, and I've done little bits of his work over the time. So when he once asked me, hey Emma, can you narrate my little mockumentary of the man with the 10-foot balls? I was like, okay, that sounds great. So I did that, and then I turned him down when he asked me to do some anonymous dogging in the woods for another one of his films. I was like,
Was
I'm
it
gonna
a
do
film,
that. So I was kind of, like third
time
time lucky, I think is what they say. So when Mark was like, oh, I thought of this character and she reminds me of you. And then obviously I start reading the script and I was like, oh, that's really offensive. And yeah, the script is top and tailed for Tracy with two really quite horrible lines. So when I read it, I was like, oh, you thought of me, did you? You thought of me when you wrote this, okay. But as you can tell, the script is completely bizarre, it's completely Mark all over, and I have every faith in him because I've known him for so long. And so it was, of course, when do we start?
Yeah, was it an easy decision to work again?
Yeah, it was. Not because, I haven't had any work for 10 years, that didn't come into it at all. But I jumped in. But yes, I jumped at the chance, especially because she was awful. My mum was offended because he's named the character Tracy, and that's my mum's name as well. So my mum will struggle to watch this, I think.
Yeah. What are your hopes for the film? I mean, we've given it, I think, is it 5, 6 nominations? 5, yeah.
She's only won for best hair.
Sold, I mean, you might have to make one now. The awards are coming up very soon, you might have to quickly...
I've got a hair envy, what am I supposed to do? You know this.
But yeah, it was like the most tickets we sold, everyone loved it, everyone's talking about it. There's even a cocktail named after the...
I know.
Have you had one yet?
I haven't had one of those, no.
They're free,
Straight in for the
I
tea.
sort one of those out.
It's everything that so many people that were working on the film, it's their first feature. It's my first feature, it's Mark's first feature, it's Dan Emmons, the amazing, he's been nominated for cinematography, it's his first feature. So we've got a lot of hope for it, we've got a lot of passion for it, and I just, for everyone, everyone wants their project to do well, regardless of what area of art it is. So obviously we've got high hopes, but also we love the fact that other people are finding what we found funny, because sometimes if you're if there's like little in-jokes, and basically our little in-joke has just kind of created and is making other people laugh. I think that's quite special when you can invite people in and they laugh at what you've been laughing at for a long time. And obviously being a good friend of mine for 8 years, I'm desperate for Mark to do very well for his sake. Because I think he was very ambitious. We did it during a time when nobody else was making movies and nobody else was doing it with no money, and just hope, wing, prayer, and good jokes. Bare bants, and it worked. Bare bants.
I wish I knew what that meant, but
I know.
Yeah. I'll ask one of my kids.
Yeah, I think it's what the younger people say.
Bare bants.
Yeah, we think, it should be picked up. It was such a crowd pleaser. There were so many things to like about it. As we said last night in our interview, it's got such a heart, this film.
Yeah.
It's funny, but it also has a heart, and then the balance is perfect. It could have gone horribly wrong, and everyone could have laughed at it and laughed it off the screen. It could have just not worked. But you'd love the characters. We love your character. We hate your character, no offence. But you do such a great job.
Yeah.
You are horrible. You're so horrible to him.
And as I said, I couldn't be as timid and maybe act so well if she wasn't acting so well. Do you know what I mean? That's how it works, isn't it?
It was
Carried each other, I think.
And we just want Matty here, just his little man-fishiness.
Don't
Because
be
with
that
that,
anymore, but,
it did smell. After many weeks of filming in that mask, you did know when he was coming.
Yeah. I've never been in the bathroom since. I actually ripped my bathroom out and we've got a shower in. I said I can't go in there, mate. I literally can't anymore. It's just flashback. Sorry, I take one there. It's weird.
Last question, what are you both working on next?
I'm waiting for the phone to ring. I'm self-represented, so I'd love an agent. That'd be nice.
Don't forget to listen to your accents.
So I do have a couple of game releases coming up this year, which I'm waiting for those to be announced so that I can talk about those. That's quite exciting. But apart from that, is you wait for the next project. I've heard rumours that Mark might be making something else.
Yeah.
Something to do with witches.
Yeah, witches and wet dreams, and that's not even me being silly.
I've got the nose for that, so hopefully he asks me to go along.
Yeah. If his nose is after, it's going to be a battle. I don't want to be a witch though, to be honest.
I think you'd make a lovely
witch. Yeah, so I don't actually a drag witch. Ever been done?
What are you working on next then?
Oh, I've got a couple of things. No, I've just done, I think I mentioned it last night, a little part in Top Boy coming out, which I'm pleased about. It's a little tiny bit, but it's a big TV show, so that's good. And a couple of feature films, one from Michael Fosteve's horror, and one from Jonathan Zorin, which is a post-apocalyptic. Oh, I said it. I struggle with that word, I really do. A post-apocalyptic sort of sci-fi film.
You've got Charlotte as well.
Oh, Charlotte, yeah, psychological drama, sort of lead male in that. So that's another big role for me. A really horrible character, completely different character. So I'm quite excited about that. So yes, for now that's it. Oh, and I do a little online series called In the Trade. We play a bummed in like idiots or like mockumentary that goes on Facebook and stuff. And it's really funny. You're not just saying it wrong. It is funny.
It is.
And it's like The Office on a building site, but it's got like 3-4 million viewers. It's quite good. Doing another series of that soon. It was stopped because of COVID.
Can I be in that?
Well, I have mentioned you, so we'll, if you're out there watching, we'd like to get her on board and we'll try Jordan sort it out. I've done my bit.
Thank you so much
No, I love it really.
for joining us.
Brilliant.
Thank you for bringing your film to the festival.
Thank
We
you
want to
for
see you in the future
having
in more
us
roles.
and being so supportive
Oh, yes,
about our
amazing. Such a
weird,
great
wonderful
festival.
little world that was created in a whirlwind. And thank God everybody else finds it funny as
I
well.
know, because otherwise we think, well, we're just a bit mad.
Great stuff, thank you.
Hopefully everyone else falls in love with Manfish as well, or just fish.
Just like Terry.
Like, I mean,
Just love fish.
there's room for more love for aquatic beings, I think, in general.
That's the perfect note to end on. Thank you.
Cheers.